Today, I will discuss the problems dealing with toxic food additives and offer solutions to mitigate the devastating impact it has on our bodies. The human bodies are delicate instruments. They depend on acquiring the right nutrients in food to function properly. Harmful additives in the food impair the body from functioning at optimal conditions. It is important that we have a competent and moral authority to regulate the area of food safety, since the FDA has been involved in collaborating with mega corporations in bypassing evidence against controversial substances and placing them in our foods. As I stated in the previous video, things like BPA and aspartame still find their way into our food and water. We must eat more organic foods to avoid these additives. We must also get rid of governmental corrupt organizations like the FDA so we can make room for more efficient regulatory bodies. There are many of you who will suggest that what I'm proposing to you is radical, but I'll provide some explanation as to why I propose these solutions. There have been many allegations towards FDA corruption. As mentioned in the 2011 Huffington Post article, Donald Rumsfeld was responsible for getting aspartame approved after being denied twice for safety concerns. Another 2012 Washington Post article further quantifies the nature of the FDA to succumb to the revolving door of the political industrial complex. It points out President Obama appointed Michael Taylor to head the FDA safety czar. He was responsible for the approval of GMOs in the 90s without a single safety test. Monsanto also owned Searle at a point in time when aspartame was in the American food supply. Since the FDA has the authority to exercise prior restraint, it, just as all other governmental departments, is much more prone to corruption. There has been an age-old truism that the government doesn't produce, it only consumes. The FDA is funded by the taxpayers, and it doesn't operate very efficiently. If there was a competitive free market and food regulatory bodies, we would have a much more efficient food safety model. We would save money in not having to be taxed to pay the salaries of all these bureaucrats. In place of the FDA will arise individuals driven by the profit incentive and the invisible hand, who, driven by consumer demand, will provide manufacturers seals of approval. A research article in 2014 by the Heritage Foundation suggests that a free market approach towards agriculture will produce cheaper food prices as well. Another solution to prevent from being inoculated by these additives is to eat organic food. Organic food goes through more vigorous standards of regulation and is less likely to contain harmful additives such as aspartame and BPA. As stated in a 2013 article on Mercola.com, aspartame can cause brain cancer, epilepsy, and emotional disorders. In numerous studies, BPA causes reproductive problems, diabetes, and cancer. According to a 2014 article by Fox News, a study confirmed that organic food is healthier than your conventional foods. The article covers how conventional food practices include the use of toxins and additives which can cause long-term health effects. Organic fruits and vegetables are also substantially richer in antioxidants. Antioxidants prevent or delay cell damage, which lowers the risk of certain diseases. All around the country, people are beginning to stray away from fast food and conventional foods. Doctors and nutritionists are suggesting very strict organic diets to their patients and achieving very positive results. There are many toxic additives that are present in our food that the FDA doesn't protect us from, ranging from cadmium to pesticides and things like aspartame and BPA. In order to ensure the youthfulness and longevity of our bodies, we must guard against the pervasive effects of these substances. By having a free market approach toward food safety, the government can't impede food safety with long wait times for drug approvals, higher food prices, and corrupt practices that serve as the impetus for food toxicity. Eating organic foods is a safe and cost-effective way to avoid the dangerous additives that can be found in the food. This practice promotes more positive attitudes, vibrant bodies, and proficient body functions. I hope all of you will assist me in putting these solutions into play to produce a more health-conscious society.